Part 3. The evening. Lily arrives home just before noon. She hangs up her coat on the hook by the door. She takes off her boots and leaves them neatly on the mat. She carries her shopping bag to the kitchen. She takes everything out and puts it away. The pumpkin goes on the kitchen shelf, next to the window. It looks very pretty there in the sunlight. The kale goes in the refrigerator. The bread goes on the wooden breadboard. The jar of honey goes beside the kettle. She makes herself a cup of coffee. She sits at the kitchen table with her new book. She opens the first page. She reads the first line. She reads the first paragraph. She is already somewhere else. Already in a mountain village far away. She reads for 2 hours without looking up. Outside, the day grows brighter and then slowly softer. The light through the kitchen window shifts from white to gold. When Lily finally looks up from her book, she realizes she is hungry. She makes a simple lunch. A thick slice of the bread from the market. Butter and a spoonful of the heather honey on top. A cup of hot soup from a tin. Nothing elaborate, nothing complicated. Just simple, good food. She eats at the table by the window. She watches the garden as she eats. A squirrel is climbing up the apple tree. It moves quickly and confidently. It reaches a branch and sits very still. It holds something small in its front paws and nibbles carefully. Lily watches it, charmed. After lunch, she decides to go for a walk. Not into town this time, into the park. The park is behind her street through a small wooden gate. She wraps a scarf around her neck and puts her coat back on. She walks through the gate and into the park. The park in autumn is one of her favorite places. The trees are golden and red. Their leaves drift down slowly like pieces of colored paper. The grass is soft and slightly damp. She walks along the path that follows the edge of the pond. The water is very still and dark. It reflects the trees perfectly, like a mirror. She stops and looks at the reflection for a long time. A pair of ducks swim slowly across the pond, leaving tiny ripples behind them. Lily keeps walking. She passes a man throwing bread to the ducks. She passes a woman pushing a sleeping baby in a pram. She passes 2 teenagers sitting on a bench, laughing at something on a phone. Everyone here, in their own, small world. Each one carrying their own quiet story. She walks for about 40 minutes. Then she turns back toward home. By the time she gets back, the sun is already getting low. The sky has turned pale, orange, and pink at the edges. She goes inside and locks the gate behind her. She makes a pot of lentil soup for dinner. She chops the vegetables slowly and carefully. The knife makes a soft, rhythmic sound on the board. The onions go in first, then the garlic, then the carrots and kale. She adds the lentils and the stock and lets everything simmer. The kitchen fills with a warm, deep smell. She reads while she waits. Just a few more pages. Just one more chapter. When the soup is ready, she ladles it into a deep bowl. She tears off a piece of bread alongside it. The soup is thick and warm and deeply satisfying. Outside, the sky is now dark. The streetlights have come on. Their orange glow is soft and familiar. After dinner, Lily washes up. She wipes the counter clean. She turns off the kitchen light. She makes one final cup of chamomile tea. She carries it to the living room. She wraps herself in a blanket on the sofa. She reads a few more pages of her new book. But her eyes grow heavy. She closes the book and sits quietly for a moment. The house is warm. The room is dark except for one small lamp. She thinks about the day. The birds in the morning garden. The green book with the gold letters. The taste of heather honey. The old couple holding hands. The still pond reflecting the golden trees. The squirrel in the apple tree. Small things, simple things. But they added up to something lovely. To a day worth living. To a life worth having. She turns off the lamp. She goes to her bedroom. She changes into her pajamas. She climbs into bed. The sheets are cool and soft. She pulls the duvet up to her chin. She closes her eyes. Outside, the wind moves quietly through the trees. And somewhere, far away, a church bell rings once. Just once. Low and slow and peaceful. Lily breathes in and out. In and out. And she is asleep. And so are you. Let go now. Let the day rest. Your mind has been listening to English all this time. Gently, quietly, without effort. Sleep well. Good night.